so I don't know what will happen. I never seen anyone play it, so new game. Oh,
So, did we already introduce ourselves? Should we do it again for real? Who's gonna start? Peter.
Hi, I'm Peter Chan, and I'm the lead artist.
You drew that painting right there, right?
Yes, I did, yes.
Okay.
I'm Larry Ahern, lead animator.
You killed that bird.
I think that was a Leela scene.
Oh, okay.
She's the animal killer.
I like the mustache tree, isn't that loud shot, Peter? I'm Tim Schafer, co-project leader of this lovely game.
And I am Dave Grossman, other project leader and designer and writer along with Tim of this lovely game.
That should have been our titles, co and other.
Co and other, yeah.
Clint Bajakian, one of the composers.
Peter McConnell, one of the composers.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay.
The game has begun, you guys. Okay, so we saw the lovely, what's the name of that classical music that plays during the opening voice?
Rossini, William Tell Overture. It's the quiet part of the William Tell Overture.
There's two classical pieces that mean morning in cartoons.
Yes, there's that one, and then there's...
Bum, 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 bum.
And the other one is... That's from... Where is that from?
I don't remember.
It might be Peer Gynt or something like that. That's a good guess.
It's not another place in the Rossini.
No, I think it's Peer Gynt. I think.
But for that opening scene with the music, we actually got the score and sequenced the ink into the MIDI sequencer.
Mm-hmm. That was one of the big panning sequences, like wide pieces of art for the game.
Oh, the room shot? It was a double room?
Mm-hmm. And I noticed there's a poster with an L from Laverne and Shirley on that poster back there.
Here's one of our giant animation scenes.
How did you lip sync back then? Because we didn't have any tool. Nowadays we use a tool for lip syncing. Do you just by hand?
I think we just timed it out like the old-fashioned timing sheets.
Now that was for the cinematics, but for in-game, wasn't it Eric Wilmunder?
I thought it just blah 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 chattered.
I think the in-game was just on-off with audio on-off.
Yeah, there's no actual lip syncing for the majority of the game,
So
which is funny since I have gotten many compliments on the lip syncing for this game over the years.
Because it loops around, and every percentage of the time it's on, right?
Well, because I remember Eric.
Yeah, I think Eric designed some kind of an algorithm for making the lips move to the level of volume.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
If there are
the
pauses
waveform.
in the audio, it stops moving the lips.
Yeah.
That's true.
Now these credits were done by Kyle Balda.
That's
You're
right.
saying entirely on his internship?
Yep.
So wait, did we not pay for these credits? Or did we pay for them?
You got paid, right?
I think so, yeah. He took time. This is Peter, the other Peter. We took time out of CalArts. He came and spent some time with us, and we gave him this intro as an internship, and he did a fabulous job.
Seems like a funny thing to do, like, hey, you're an intern, you've never done this before. Do you want to do the entire... Now, this was the first fight I had with Peter McConnell. Do you remember this, Peter?
Yes, I was gonna.
You were gonna mention that?
If you were gonna remember it,
because the opening cutscene was too long, and we always had a problem with too long opening cutscenes, and so we were like, let's split it in half and put an interactive sequence. So there's an interactive sequence that's about to start, but I seem to remember it was the wrong time of day for you because it's nighttime outside. It started in the daytime with the mutation scene, then it became nighttime.
Right.
But then what happened? Then it turned into daytime at the end. That's what bothered you because the music couldn't make that transition in your mind.
Yeah, well, I think mostly I was crabby because we had to the cutscenes and the interactivity required a bunch of programming in iMuse, and I'd finished it one way, and then you changed it to another, and so I think I came up with some sort of artistic argument that had to do with daylight like that, but
that was an important thing to learn running a project, to not change things after someone spent hours and hours making something.
Well, it was also an important thing to learn not to step way out of your bailiwick and tell the guy who's writing the scene how to write the scene.
Oh, there are bailiwicks all over the place in this game.
Laverne's covering that territory. Laverne's covering that territory. I'm not leaving this motel until I find those tentacles. It looks broken, but there's something in the coin return. It looks broken, but there's something in the coin return.
Oh. Oh, what is it?
I'd rather not. $1952.
I found something kind. No, I don't even know what to do. We are doomed. Yeah, doomed.
Aha! A secret passage. This is all too easy.
I got it.
Laverne, how'd you get upstairs?
Am I upstairs? I got lost.
Seen any tentacles?
What's a tentacle?
Oh, just something I whipped up in my spare time. Made good pets, actually, until one of them tried to take over the world. Had to tie the little buggers up in the basement.
Good thing you told us that.
Yeah, Bernard wanted us to set them free.
Thank God you weren't that stupid. Did you say Bernard?
Okay, you're free to go.
Thanks, Bernard.
Yes, thank you, naive human. Now I can finish taking over the world.
Wait!
We all do.
Oh, yeah. Now I remember. He's incredibly evil, isn't he?
I'll try to talk him out of it.
Well, what possible harm could one insane mutant tentacle do?
Leaping lab rats!
Dr. Fred.
What have you done this time, you meddling milquetoast? Now Purple Tentacle is free to use his evil mutant powers to take over the world and enslave all humanity!
Whoops.
Our only hope now is to turn off my sludge-o-magic machine and prevent the toxic mutagen from entering the river.
Isn't it a little late for that, Doctor?
Of course. That's why I'll have to do it yesterday through the time machine.
This is all your fault, Bernard.
Behold, children, the Chronogon.
Doc, can't you just send Bernard?
No, you must all go to increase the odds that one of you will make it there alive.
Have any people ever been hurt in this thing?
Of course not. This is the first time I've ever tried it on people. Well, I'll be.
And then there's the porta potties, vessels.
Chronogons.
Yep.
Chronogons.
This, by the way, is an amazing full-screen animation before it was possible to do full-screen animation.
Okay, am I right, or is this is finally the game starting? Like the game, all of that was intro.
Right, all that was intro.
The game has now finally begun. And then as soon as you walk off screen, we freeze again for another cutscene. Okay, now we're playing.
So the original cutscene was like 7 minutes
before we added that brief, tiny introduction to. We always were wrestling with that. I felt in adventure games, like you want to tell the story and set it up for, the intro. But then you think of another. Before the intro, we should do this other little intro, and then you'd end up with all these like intros to the intros to the intros, and they get super long.
I feel like that's just because we were inexperienced writers.
No,
but some people like that. Some people like that you set the whole stage and then they're interactive, and some people are just clicking and they want to get to it.
Yeah, but we never respected those people, to be honest, who just clicked to get through it. The reality is you guys had a story to tell, and that's the way to set it up and get people invested in it so that when they actually get into the interactive part, they feel invested. And
were these cutscenes escapable? back then? Did we?
You could, but you'd be so confused if you just started this game. And...
Right.
And I do feel like we're asking the player to play a part in this story, and it's mean to make them wait so long before they can.
True, but at least they're being entertained.
But of course, it's a classic. Full of mistakes, but a classic.
I don't want to get locked out. It's already open. There's nothing to get. No way. No way. No way. No way.
Bye, guy.
You say bye, guy.